everyone, welcome back to Slimerations. This is Tiffany. Today we're going to be reviewing the Etsy shop, the Sweet and Salty Bath Shop. Right here I'm, of course, going through the goodie bag, and this is my goodies and my mystery slime. This total order cost me $46.80. That was with shipping, everything. The shipping was actually free because I got, my order was more than $35, so it made it free. Some people do that on Etsy, so that's kind of a nice thing. This first slime was a cotton candy scented butter slime, and it smelled really good. It was a nice little bonus. Now, this next slime is a DIY. It was a cotton candy. Like everything was so super cute packaged. I had a little problem with the ribbons there. It took me a few seconds to get it off. I wound up getting scissors. It was a whole ordeal. So, but it did come off. It turned out here. This is where I cut out and went to go get the scissors. So. Now this came with a cute little apple, there it is, and the stick, and it had a caramel apple sucker that was absolutely wonderful. It was just like a cute little setup. She really put a lot of thought and some work into it. Now the slime that came with it was my favorite part of the whole ordeal. It was a caramel apple scented, and the shimmer on this, it was just a clear slime. I think she used a pigment in it, or a mica, to give it that gold color, but it smelled just like caramel. It was delicious. But yeah, that was a great part of the DIY. So what we have here is it's the clay little leaf and the apple, and then it had a little stick and the sprinkles, which sprinkles on the side are always fun because we like to add those and have little funs with them. So here I'll be assembling, and um, it was a really pretty color, and she wrapped it in the cellophane so it didn't mess up. The clay she used was the Crayola. I can never remember the name. I just call it the Crayola clay. It's the Makers or something like that. Um, I'll figure it out later, and then I'll edit this and fix it. There we're assembling it. We're putting the little stick inside, and I couldn't, to be honest, remember how I was supposed to put the caramel on, so you see me fumble with it here a little bit. And this is where the fumbling begins. It's Model Magic is the name of the clay. And this is where I am topping it with the caramel. I'm not sure that this is how she meant for it to be done, but it worked for me, so don't judge. And then I get to put my little sprinkles on there, and they're so super cute because we love sprinkles and all things tiny. And of course it's got the Fimos, which if you've watched me at all, you know that I absolutely adore Fimos. So this was like super cute idea. And here it is, my masterpiece. Let's just take a moment, enjoy it from all angles. Uh, it wasn't done to perfection, but I like it, so it worked out for me. Uh, Now I'm gonna dismantle it, and we're gonna try to combine this. Um, Now, since it wasn't a prepped clay, the Model Magic has to be prepped when you play with it or add it to your slime. Otherwise, it's like really stiff and it's not easily workable. So, which we will see here in just a moment. This was such a shame because that gold caramel slime was amazing. It was actually probably my favorite slime out of this whole set. But, you know, adding in the clay, which I'm struggling to do here, but I tried. I really, really tried to get it done. Um, it ruined the whole thing. It was just not really playable afterwards. Now this slime, the Samoa Please More slime, um, or I'm sorry, it's just the Samoa Please slime, smells just like Tootsie Rolls. It was so delicious smelling. That was the best part of this slime. It, the slime itself wasn't a bad slime. It was actually a really good slime, and it was a nice creamy, good bubble pops. It was a nice slime. Um, but it smelled strongly like Tootsie Rolls. It was pretty tasty. this slime is the Salty Caramel Pretzel Crunch, um, and it smells amazing. This, as far as the scents go, was like top of the line, amazing, one of my favorites. It smells just like salted caramel. Like if you get the sea salted caramel, it's amazing. So good. Why am I saying amazing so much? It was delicious. It was fantastic. It was wonderful. There's so many other words other than amazing. But this one's all of those as far as the smell goes. The only problem with this slime was it had a lot of fallout. Those little micro beads, they were microfloam, they were falling out everywhere. And if it didn't have the fallout problem, this would have been a great slime. I mean, the texture of it was a nice slime. The smell was delicious, but the fallout just it makes it hard to play with anywhere other than just sitting at your table. Now this one is called the Bubble Crunch Foam Slime. And for obvious reasons, it smells like bubblegum and it has foam in it. All of her slimes came with these cute little charms. I'm sure you've seen, and the extras were so great, and the packaging was so great, and the slimes were okay. This slime was, I love the color of it. I love the texture of it. It's actually sitting here on my desk, and it's one of the ones I still reach for. So it smells great. It has a fun texture. It wasn't sticky. Her clear slimes were just on point for the most part. They were really really nice slimes. And I love the charms. Who doesn't like to get these little adorable charms with everything? So um, yeah, her slimes were pretty decent. This one was the cinnamon roll scented slime. It was a butter slime. Smelled like heaven. It was a strong cinnamon on the top, and then like undertones of it were of the bread. It was a really delicious smelling slime. Um, and I love butter slimes. And of course, it came with another cute little charm. So, everything was so greatly packaged, and they all came with a lot of extras. It was a really well put together. The only issues I had were like the dropout in the pretzel slime and the clay used in the DIY. But other than that, I was really happy with this package. It was just a great array of slimes, and I'm really pleased with it. So that concludes, we're wrapping it up here. It's going to conclude our review of the Slime Shack on Etsy. So if you liked any of these slimes, I'll put a link down below for her shop. And I just want to thank everyone who stuck with me and has made it this far. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.